What the fuck? What did he just do? What the fuck is that? Do a magic trick. Do a magic trick. Come on, let me see something. On the spot. Hurry. You got 10 seconds. Okay. All right. What the fuck? What did he just do? What the fuck is that? Now do something crazy. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna... Magic, man. Yeah, that's right. Don't fuck with me. My homies know magic and shit.
You saw it, folks. We've been waiting for this for a long time, and that is my actually my third performance, honestly, when I thought back and thought about it later, of this guy right here, and that is Liquid Spectrum by Tobias Dostal. This has been one of my most anticipated reviews, pieces of content to create for you all for ages, mainly because I've wanted to perform this. This thing is outrageously fun and really re-engages that part of our brain that's kind of shut down when we've seen too much magic. I'll let you guys in a little secret here really quick, and before we get into this, first off, understand we're going to show you what's in the box, what's so special about this within limits, and I'm going to give you some of my results initially here of just posting that performance you saw at the head of this on social media, because I think that's important. Whenever you want to check and see if a trick works, you can do the wife test, you can do the gig test, but really social media, putting it out there to the world is one of the biggest things. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the video I posted just about an hour ago has gotten hundreds of views and is taking off really well across the platform. So, all that being said, let's dive into Liquid Spectrum by Tobias Dostal. I'm so excited to be a part of this, you guys. I'm going to answer all the questions I've seen on the cafe. I can't wait to dive into this, but first, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Okay, guys, Liquid Spectrum. This is one of those really, really interesting effects that we've all seen across social media. We've all heard rumors of this. Have you seen the liquid thing? Have you seen the goo, is what I was told when I first heard about this, and I believe it was 2022 at Magic Live, and I saw, I believe, Tobias do it there, and I was like, oh my god, it just like blew my brain open because there's so much possibilities with this thing. And then I saw it again and some other things, I'm sure they're coming soon, at Blackpool in 2023. And wow, what a killer release, and what a great, what's the word? What a great homage to Tobias through this product the Illusionist has done. I mean, again, guys, if you want 10% off of this, you want to skip all this, you understand it's going to be freaking amazing, you want to save, I think, what would be $7.50 or so off of this, just go ahead and you can click, it's either here or here, one of the two, I think it's here, just click that link above and you can get it, or click it down below here in the description. You'll get 10% off your entire ordered Illusionist, which I do highly recommend you check out things like below, as well as some other offerings on there too, but we'll make a video for that after this. But right now, I'm so excited to dive into this. This is going to be absolutely one of my favorite things to review ever, and we're going to do some respect on this too, because I know most of you have been, sometimes we expose methods, because we're magicians and we understand this is for magicians, but for this, I'm going to be very respectful because it's such a killer product and it's such a new realm of magic that none of us have ever really trudged on or done before. So let's have a look at the box first off, because man, this is super impressive. I mean, you can see it, they've done here all along the side here, Liquid Spectrum with the Illusionist branding, looks really nice. I love some of this copy they've got on the back. I mean, just, again, I messaged Toby, I'm like, dude, you must be very proud. And he's like, yeah, I am. But there's magic, and then there's Tobias's magic. It's on a different level, and that's what I've always been told about Toby. And I was a really late adopter into getting into what Tobias does with, the shadows effect, silhouettes. I never got one of the phone vanishing thing. I can't remember what that's called, but I know they're going to upgrade that eventually and release it. I never got any of his material really, and when I started buying it recently, before I got this, I was like, holy crap, what have I been doing? This has been disservice to myself. This guy really re-engages that part of your brain that feels like magic. And when I say this guy, I mean this guy right here, Tobias Dostal. But you can see here, it's just a beautifully done product all around. Like, they really, I know G and the team really put a lot of love into this. Oban Jones did some really remarkable design on this, and you can see some of the previews of what's in here on the front. So I'm going to open this up and show you guys, but understand that it's not going to be fully satisfying. So magnetic open box, just like the Illusions, most other sets. The instructions are right here, and you can see I've already taken the time to blank those out for you. And you can see what is this? Well, that's the special gimmicks that I'm not going to show in the video. I will tell you they are super well made. They are perfect for this. And, I've had this kit for a little over 24 hours, man, and I've been working it all day yesterday. I just took the day off and worked on it all day so I could go out to a Christmas party and to bowling with my friends and show them something really remarkable. I will say this works best as a transition area effect, and we'll get into that later, but for now, you can see in here we get the rubber duck. This is honestly one of the coolest little talked about effects in the whole thing, this atomic duck, where he melts something or pours some mustard out, and then it forms into this duck. And you'll love, too, that it's got the squeak in it, too, which you'll see that play in the instructionals. If you buy that, then squeak is actually a really nice effect to add to the whole thing. We also have this handmade, super realistic-looking lollipop, which is for the lollipop effect, which is super fun. I wish Toby had explained, I think I have an idea, but I wish he'd explained for everybody else how he does and it packages it up and throws on the table for him afterwards. He didn't do that in the video, which kind of we'll get into later, but, this is a really good gimmick, really nice. I have not performed this one yet, but I can't wait to do it because it's so just childlike and wonderful. And then, of course, you're going to get your basic Sharpie marker. There's nothing special about this. This is just a Sharpie they included for completeness, and nothing really more needs to be said. But under here, of course, we have basically 7, I believe, different kinds of gimmicks for different situations, whether you're going to be doing red goo or clear goo or white goo or whatever it may be. And I should say, too, that as talked about in the instructional for this, which let's talk about the instructional, it's really well done. It's not overbearing, too. There's a lot of information in the instructional without it being just too much. Because, guys, I know that you know how it is when you're really watching instructional product and there's just too much stuff in it and it's hard to comb through it. This was super easy to digest because of the simple fact that it's short, it's sweet, and it's very well shot and very easily explained. Realistically, this is not a hard trick, guys. This is not a hard set of effects to do in a lot of ways. But at the same time, it is going to take a whole new level of practice. Now, luckily, I have a huge backing in coin magic. For those of you who don't know about what I used to do when I was performing professionally, and what I still do when I'm out and about socially performing, and might be doing professional performing again soon because I'm actually falling in love with magic again, but I don't know if I'll have the time. I was heavy on coins, and my biggest thing for coins are you must have that drop. You must have that real pantomime into it to make that magic real, and you must believe it yourself. And that's exactly the cornerstone to this method. It's a mixture of puppetry, what's the word, pantomime, and physical good old sleight of hand. And everything's designed in such a way and thought out from 6 years plus of development that this is really effective, making this arguably the best release of 2024. Absolutely stellar. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to have a video after this making for Virtuos and for Below, which I think are great, but this thing, hands down, if you could purchase one thing this year, this is it. This will change your game. This will blow people's minds, and they'll never, ever probably see something like this again. Because realistically, how many magicians do normal people meet in their life? Not many. And how many of them are Johnny Fast Hands doing just cards and have no variety in what they do? This is a godsend. Now, I will say this. I've been thinking about this, and I think I'm going to do this. If I did do this, it's going to be down below in the description. If you're somebody that owns Liquid Spectrum, and you're interested in discussing it further, I've realized that this is such a hugely impactful thing that's so different. As a community, we have to come together and come up with new ideas for this. We have to communally figure more stuff out. So I'm going to try my best to build a Facebook group. That's right, a Facebook group where people that own this can answer one question they'd only know from watching the video, and that way they can basically get into the group and we can discuss this. The thing is, I want to include people as well that got Liquify, even though it's by a different company and everything. Liquify is really, I think Tobias calls the evolution of this. I find this to be a much better effect, personally. Liquify is great. Like, I wear this ring because I do, your standard ring thing, and then all the normal Garrett stuff, and a few other things, and usually the Venom ring flying thing, and the time stop, and then I move in, say, do you want to know how it's done? And I say, well, I'm just altering your reality, and we move into, Liquify. But this is so much more convincing and just bizarre and anomalous because it's not happening in your hands where things can happen. It's happening on the table. It's happening in a space that's in their space. They could, they can't fathom how this can happen, as you can see from the video reactions we have, because I'm sure a lot of you, the biggest question in the cafe are, well, how's the reactions in the real world? They have to be knowing there's something. Honestly, played right, I don't think it first off matters that they think there's something in your hands, because you can get rid of this thing super quickly, and it's so bizarre. Like, it basically can adhere to your hand, which is really, really cool. It's the easiest thing ever to palm. And I'll tell you, my big struggle I've had with this, like learning it, was I have super tiny thumbs. And even with super tiny thumbs, I was able to get the basics of the moves. I don't even think the performance I gave was anywhere near the best performance I could give. And it's already blowing up on social media. Within minutes of posting it, it had 400 views, which I know that's a vanity metric. Don't get me wrong, I'm a marketing guy. But at the same time, to understand that this one trick, which has so many infinite possibilities. For example, what if you were to say actually have one of those thicker chisel tip Sharpies, right? And you had two Sharpies, and you took one Sharpie that doesn't write because you've done whatever to, you've drained it of ink, and you take it and you apparently drain the ink on the table. See the black pour out from under it, it's a little puddle on the table. You take the Sharpie and you try and write, and it's dead. You throw it away, and then you take this other Sharpie and you suck all this ink up into it, and then as it's doing it, you basically turn it into one of these fat chisel tips because now it's double filled. And that's a cool visual illusion too, because you can just take the chisel tip and it looks normal, and then as you just turn that, it looks like it's just bloating out, and you get a visual effect of the Sharpie growing too. For those of you that are curious about this, I hope to make a video about this, and I'll put it, if I do make that Facebook group, I'm going to make the Facebook group, no questions asked. It's going to be down below. But, I'm super excited about this product. I mean, guys, if you aren't, then I highly suggest you do get interested in this, because I think this could re-engage your love for Magic like it has for me. Because I've seen so much, I've met so many people, nothing really fools me anymore, and this didn't really traditionally fool me per se, but what it did do is bring into focus the guest experience, the spectator experience, and some whole new realm of Magic we've never seen before. Never, ever seen before. Like, this is absolutely one of a kind, bonkers, and I guarantee you from this pace forward, we're going to see a lot of people coming up with more liquid-related stuff and trying to get on the bandwagon. So, that being said, let's get on it early. If you want to adopt Liquid Spectrum and get 10% off your whole entire order at Illusionist, you can just go down and click below. I highly recommend you check it out. There's also a really killer discussion with Tobias and, oh my gosh, Yannick from Illusionist. I'm going to link that down below too. Actually, I think I'll put it right here. I think I'll make it appear right here. Watch that interview, because that really got my brain engaged more as to thinking of how to be different with your Magic and showing it the love and devotion that it deserves. Treating it like art, and treating it like art in a way that isn't egotistical. And I think this is a really great interview, so I highly recommend you check that out too. But pick this up, guys. You're stupid if you don't. I can't wait to go out and perform more of this. I can't wait to make lollipops. Can't wait to make the rubber duck. I'm actually going to go find one of the little tiny Trump ducks and actually use that, and then you have that great line of, it melts right here and it comes back together and it's huge, and then huge, and you have that ending, and it's got a great moment to it. buy this. You're stupid if you don't. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This will change your game and absolutely inspire you to love Magic like you never had before. I know it is me. If I lose any of these gimmicks, like have Liquify, for example, I'm going to cry and be really sad. Which by the way, I need a new Liquify gimmick, so I'm going to order one of those here soon because I love performing that too, and that does work seamlessly with this too. So in that Facebook group, I'll go ahead and allow Liquify people as well, so that way, you know, basically people can get in and discuss this product, the other product, and how they intermingle together. So I'm going to go ahead and make that group, post it down below, and I hope that people discover it, and I hope that maybe Toby gets involved on Facebook so he can be in there too. But I'm so excited about this, guys. And I hope you can feel the excitement. It's genuine. This is a blast to perform, and I can't wait to make more videos with it, to show it to more people. It's got me enthusiastic to perform, which has not happened in a while. So, all that being said, I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you're watching this and you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. It helps. If you haven't liked this video and you do like it, go ahead and like it. And go ahead and drop a comment down below too. Just comment something. You know, do you like this idea? Do you hate this idea? What's the weather like? Comment something. Give me some kind of discussion. I want to be able to talk to you guys. And it also does really help this video reach more magicians. And guys, trust me in the targeting. I've taken really particular care to make sure magicians are the ones seeing this. So just trust me and how the YouTube algorithm works. I really hope you buy this. I hope you fall in love with it like I have. And I hope it really just expands your mind, expands your heart and how you feel about Magic. And I really hope you share with me some of the great stuff you're creating. So all that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.